IWC, we have a proposition for you. If you want to get down with Ringside Renaissance and go straight to the top, we want your soul. Pretty deadly, Jesse. Ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we're here with the RW Weekly Review for WWE and the talk about Elimination Chamber. And now that our souls had officially been snatched, I don't even know where to begin. But of course, I'm here with the best co-host in the world, Pretty Deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew. Kombat Joe. Click, click.
Get it. I'm coming live to you very soon to a frat party in your neighborhood, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
I just got to say, shout out NFE from Strike Zone 2, Boston all day, baby.
Hey.
You can sit there and love on the Yanks, but when they're in the basement at the end of the year, don't come crying to me. I told you so.
There's so much I want to say about what you're wearing, but I just can't.
From the waist down?
I could. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
There's a reason I only have the camera from here up.
I could relate. But hey. Yeah.
Boy, we have one last stop on the road to Elimination Chamber. This Friday, we have SmackDown. Before we get there, we have to review what has happened in the last week. Before we begin that, we just want to let everybody know that this Friday on our channel, we have a collaboration episode that is coming out with Sam's on Wrestling. We talked about our personal worst WrestleMania moments at all time. Will be up on our channel, so make sure to stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Shout out to Sam's on Sam's. We had a great time.
Sam on Sam.
Sam's on Sam's.
Yeah. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. This is the only way we grow is if you rub it and look at it a certain way, they grow. But
yeah. We said a lot, though. It was a good episode we had with them. We had a lot of hot takes, a lot of controversial topics. Some of the IWC might not like what we had to say. I said a lot. Yeah. I said a lot. There was a lot of tea there. I put a lot out there. So you're going to have to tune in to see.
The IWC doesn't like a lot of what we say, but we still love all of you. You know, we may not like any of you, but we do love you all for showing us support and love. We really appreciate that. But going back to SmackDown, there wasn't really a whole lot of tea, as you say, I guess. I mean, we've been hanging around the guys from across the pond too much. You really are. Using their quotes. But SmackDown started off with Drew McIntyre versus Big Jim. And I don't know how big he is. I haven't seen those leaked photos yet. But
Big Jim.
But boy, I thought this was really going to be a warm-up match for the Elimination Chamber for Drew to give him kind of like a pretty solid win going into the chamber. But that's not what we got at all.
That's true. Man. Big Jim rolled him up.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Put that thing on him. Yeah.
And Drew put that thing right back on him.
I know. Claimed the Nikes out of him.
Yep.
Now, but what I'm also thinking is this kind of like a red herring to throw us off the trail of Drew potentially winning the Elimination Chamber? Like, oh, he got a tough loss before the
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, so I'm sitting there thinking maybe, just maybe, they're kind of trying to throw us off the trail a little bit. Like, oh, he lost to Big Jim. He isn't going to win the Chamber.
Possibly because you had said it a while back that you sort of predicted that Drew McIntyre was maybe working with The Rock. And people have been bringing that back up in the IWC about The Rock gifting Drew McIntyre that sword, and so on and so forth. So maybe it's a possibility.
You stole my ideas. You stole my ideas. I had brought this up before anybody else.
That's true. You are the original Jestradamus.
Yeah. But it really made sense. Like you said, like The Rock, when Drew McIntyre re-signed his contract with WWE, The Rock's the one that announced it. And then when Drew said he was out hurt, only one person reached out to him, who that's never been revealed. And I think that's going to be revealed at some point. So it really makes a lot of sense. Now, would Drew be the one to sell his soul for the WWE title?
Maybe. There's plenty of people out there that will sell their soul to get where they want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. We shall see how it goes, though. But
including me, depending on what the
Yeah.
I've had my soul snatched a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you want that boy's hole, you don't have to do much for it.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes, I mean, as far as he's concerned, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really interesting to see how it goes. Like, legitimately right now, as a few days before Elimination Chamber, I'm only really seeing 3 guys that could, like, legitimately win it. And
okay.
There's 4, everybody's saying there's like 4 heavy hitters in it, but I can only see 3 really.
Yeah.
And it's just difficult leading up to it. Kind of trying to sift through the weeds. Remember, we still got Punk's favor. We still got who's going to sell their soul. Is it going to be Cody? Is he going to become the possessed Mark?
Yes, I am the possessed Mark, Cody Rhodes, the universal undisputed American nightmare.
What are they going to do leading up to it, man? It's really interesting. I think we still got like 50-something days until WrestleMania, so there's still so much that can be done leading up to it.
Yeah. Now everybody wants to just know if Cody's going to sell the soul to The Rock. That is pretty much what it comes down to.
And that's what we'll get into next.
Yeah.
We heard about it. We heard the rumblings on the internet. The final boss, the people's champ, Manny from Maui from Moana.
Can you tell me what the hell? The Rock, yeah, The Rock, the final boss. What the hell does somebody from Samoa know about making tequila?
I don't think he's from Samoa. I think he's Samoan.
Okay, well, either way.
He's from Florida.
Well, what the hell does he know about tequila?
I don't know. What does Cody Rhodes know about whiskey?
Well,
besides it's so good he drinks it weekly.
They're both white, I'll tell you that. Yeah. They're both very clear. Looks like he bleaches his hair with Wheatley. I bleach my hair with Wheatley. Weekly.
Do you remember back in AEW when Brody Lee, R.I.P. Brody Lee, won the TNT Championship and Cody came back with the jet black hair?
Yeah.
And like for like a week and a half, like for whatever reason.
Yep.
And
we're throwing your belt back, bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
So I wonder if he does sell his soul to The Rock, if he's gonna dye his hair black again. If that's gonna be like
mid match goes under the ring, comes back out, black hair.
So Cody, The Rock came out to the ring to announce that next year's WrestleMania will be in New Orleans, Louisiana, and
yay!
He went from babyface to heel like mid promo in this, which was. I think
shut your face or I'll slap the syphilis out your mouth.
Yeah. He's like, when the Saints go, the Rock is singing the song. You don't sing the song. Yeah. I read online and it really makes a lot of sense. He's almost like the modern day Mr. McMahon right now.
Very true. And he's
like,
very obsessed with STDs.
Yeah.
And people in the crowd.
I feel like he's kind of like, because Triple H is so beloved, like, and he's so, well, not recently on the internet, but I'll say overall, like, people like Triple H and his booking decisions, so like he couldn't be like that.
You gotta kind of keep him in that lane. He's got to kind of be the face of the company at this point, especially like if you blurred it too much and you do these press conferences, like who's gonna take you seriously?
Yeah, and I think he doesn't want to be a very big like on-screen persona, which is all power to him. Like people say a lot about him, but him not wanting to hog the spotlight, you can't hate that. But The Rock called Cody Rhodes out to the ring, and this was awkward, man. Like it didn't deliver like I thought it was going to.
Yeah, it was interesting until the end, but and the crowd was kind of like befuddled and lost on it too.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was really clunky.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they kind of like thought like, oh, we'll just go out there and let magic happen, and the magic didn't really happen.
It didn't happen until you had to say them words. Yeah, I want you to be my brother. I want you to be my friend. We spent all this time. I slapped you across the face a year ago, but we're brothers now, and I pinned you in the middle of the ring, but we're brothers now, and we drank tequila, Samoan tequila.
We drink Terramana.
We drank the Terramana. Now you're gonna drink my Terramana.
I want that. Oh, so you want the WWE Championship? No, I want that boy's soul.
Yeah. I told you to check the flight logs, did I not?
Yeah, The Rock flies his own plane.
Did I? Yeah, that's true. He got his own flight logs. Check the Rock's flight logs, because if he's stealing souls, he's in that. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me.
It did, yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me. There you go. Yeah, That ain't The Rock. I ain't talking Rockefeller.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The Rock hits it with his cock, if you know what we're saying. So, yeah. I don't think this hit the way it maybe
I rock
people
hoes, y'all rock
anticipated.
fellas.
But he did. He gave Cody Rhodes the ultimatum. He'll give him to Elimination Chamber to come up with his decision. But like, what's the decision? Like, I want you to be my champion. But what does that mean? What is that like?
Or
what
sell my soul.
Of this?
Like, and then he comes out talking, oh, I got such a hard decision to make because I love all these people. Like, nah, don't act like you cared. You said whatever you did to act like you cared about us, the people of the WWE universe. Now you want to just gaslight us and act like you don't care when you said all these things and act like it's such a hard decision. Get the hell out of here.
Fuck.
Cody Rhodes.
Combat drones dropping the sublims right now. But yeah, so
what are we talking about? What you want to talk about?
You made my whole day. Yeah, so like I said, I don't understand the concept behind it. And then The Rock coming on and not every SmackDown needs a press conference after. Let's just put it that way. But then him coming out and being like, "I love this story. Like, we don't have to be in the ring. Like this story with me and Cody, it's so great. We're telling this great." It's like, come on.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Oh, I hate. It's so frustrating. It's like, bro, like we all but say that wrestling may not be. Like, I want to suspend some disbelief here. Like, please don't just come out in a press conference.
And he's got to come out, in the press conference. And before, you got to come out and, break it all down again. Yes, we know you are the chairman or head of the board or part of the table, the board at TKO. We know TKO runs WWE. We understand that you are their boss, the final boss.
The final boss, yeah.
And Nick Khan, put it all aside and put all his trust in you. Sold your soul. Your
That's right.
soul was snatched to Nick Khan.
That's
apparently.
Right. Well, I think way back in the Scorpion King, his soul got snatched.
Yeah,
you remember that movie?
That's true. That's true. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
and
didn't
how'd that go?
Yeah. Well, the Tooth Fairy. That's how that went. But
in a dress. In a dress. Shout out to Cat Williams.
That's right.
Come on.
How you gonna wear all them swim trunks but not get in the water, Joe Rogan? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We have a long time to wait for WrestleMania, and I'm sure things will get played out the way they're supposed to, but I'm just kind of not really on board with this whole thing. I feel like they kind of really pulled another audible this year, and it's just anytime The Rock gets involved, like, but that's when I said when The Rock got involved last year before Mania, at first I was really kind of not feeling it, but then the way it played out at WrestleMania was really interesting. So I mean,
yeah, the slap heard around the world was good.
Yeah,
fired me up. But
Mama Rhodes,
Mama Rhodes is gonna live a good life now. Once I have your soul is mine. Mortal Kombat.
It'd be funny if they became a tag team called Rocky Roads. Like... yeah. So we also had another potential home invasion angle with Kevin Owens being a voyeur outside of Sami Zayn's house, and this kind of made me feel uncomfortable a little bit. Now, I know you're a big KO supporter, a KO meat rider, if you will, but I think at this point you can even admit, like, he just went a little too far with this one.
Did he? I mean, I guess he's obsessed. He took a page out of, Joe Goldberg's book from you, and Sami Zayn is his obsession.
Yeah. You're my obsession. You're my obsession. Yeah, it's weird. I love how people he was completely obsessed with Cody Rhodes until he lost the ladder match. Now all of a sudden he doesn't even care about the championship or Cody anymore. Like, let's worry about Sammy now.
That's fair.
Cody's not even on his wish list anymore.
He was gonna creep into Sammy's house.
You think?
I mean,
why drive all the way to Sammy's house just to record him through the window?
Well, I don't get. You never know where he's at anyways doing his car promo, so he could be outside your house. You just don't know it.
Yeah, and the way The Rock breaks things down, they probably cut the camera and KO went in and had dinner with him. So
yeah,
a little bit frustrating.
Yep.
I saw Matt and Jeff Hardy at an Outback Steakhouse one time when they were feuding, eating dinner together. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Outback?
At Outback Steakhouse, yeah.
Did they have the bloomin' onion?
I don't remember. I had the puckered brown eye because I went up and asked them for an autograph. I was real nervous because they were feuding, so they weren't supposed to be seen together. Right, but so yeah, but they were really cool. Shout out Matt and Jeff Hardy.
And really Matt was cool. He gave it to you, and Jeff just was staring off into space, and drool was coming out of his mouth. No.
It was cool though because I walked right over while they're eating dinner, and I'm like, "Can I have your autograph?" I'm like, "I'll never get this opportunity again." And yeah,
you should have waited till they went to the bathroom.
I was about 4 Coors Lights away from being over. Yeah, no, well, listen, we followed Matt Hardy out to his car, and this drunk girl that was with us was like, "John Hardy, John." It was a whole thing. But no, so I got his autograph, and then it was a house show. I went to the house show after. It was over at in Vermont, and afterwards he was like, and he beat Vladimir Kozlov at a house show, and then they were like, "Oh, Vladimir's still undefeated." It's bullshit. I saw it, but He was giving high fives to everybody after the event, and I gave him a high five, and I said, "Let's go Outback tonight." And he was like, "Hell yeah, man!" Like he remembered me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm sorry. So anyway,
you sold your soul.
I sold my soul for a Jeff Hardy autograph.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As long as you don't take an Ambien to go to sleep.
Such a fanboy, bro. When I'm like in the moment, I'm like, "Oh, this is so cool." Then I like look back, I'm like, "Bro, I looked like a 14-year-old girl running up. Can I have your autograph?" Like it was. Anyway, so the other point of note that I want to bring up about SmackDown that we saw DIY, the placeholder, the just the transitional tag team champions go up against, and I think everybody's starting to see it and everybody's starting to believe it, the greatest tag team of this generation.
Yeah.
I'm talking about two absolute hunks of man meat, the tasty snacks that are Pretty Deadly. And not only did 2 weeks ago on SmackDown Pretty Deadly defeat DIY in a non-title match.
They did.
This week they have defeated DIY, the tag team champions, yet again via disqualification from the Street Profits. So everybody better take note about wins and losses. Pretty Deadly now has 2 wins over the standing tag team champions. Like, what are we doing right now?
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out why those straps aren't around those luscious waists of Pretty Deadly.
Imagine how good those crop tops look with gold underneath.
Oh my! Imagine how much those zesty dongs look with gold over top. I mean, it's just
payback. 2025 Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
first round Hall of Fame.
Who else have they announced besides Triple H and Michelle McCool? Like, Pretty Deadly would sit right there with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Along with Insane Clown Posse as the as the celebrity picks.
I'm a juggalo.
Make it happen. If you look back on it, they did a lot more for the wrestling business than some of these other celebrities that got in did. So why not?
That's true. Shout out to them for shouting us out again. Yeah.
But yeah, Pretty Deadly, man. It's not an if, it's a when.
Oh yeah.
This is not a prediction, it's a spoiler.
Yes.
On the mark. Yeah.
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. So that was pretty much SmackDown. We had other stuff like was it Braun Strowman and Damien Priest beat Solo and Jacob Fatu?
Yeah. I'm over Damien Priest. He has no chance in hell. You have no chance in hell to win the Elimination Chamber.
I mean, you're talking about the bisexual Undertaker, good old DP in a torture chamber, like a sex chamber. Like,
yeah, he's going to be more concerned with getting strapped to that chamber. Yeah.
Our boy
DP might get the DP.
I hope so.
What about the
3P?
He might get the 4P.
The DA.
He might get the 5P actually.
Oh man.
Ears, mouth, nose,
ears,
and all of the above. All the above.
Oh man, I heard he was suntanning naked in Puerto Rico on his stomach.
Fake ass Rockstar.
And all of a sudden his ass hurt out of nowhere, but he didn't see why because he couldn't see John Cena.
Fake ass Rockstar.
Oh.
He ain't got nothing on me. He ain't got. Come play this guitar. I'll burn a hole through that fretboard. You gonna call yourself a rock star? Get the hell out of here. If you want to come out at me on some Bronx shit too, I got bars for you.
Okay.
I don't fit in, but I sure do stick out. Shots too twisted, turn this bitch up, get loud. Get pawned, see dome, this living new one I see fall. Be gone, and I seclude if the.
Get some.
Stay tuned for the album drop. Oh.
Yeah.
How old is that?
Old enough. Let's just say I didn't have a ball. I had more hair on my head, the back of my head when that. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell everybody if I shave, I look like I'm 10. If I shave my face, I look like I'm 15.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes. Yep.
Boy, that's right. So I just got confirmation. All right. So,
what's that? I think I got something. I think
you do.
I think I just got delivered something. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hold down the fort here while Kombat Jones gets his package. He doesn't have much of a package himself, so he's got to get some delivered to him.
I heard that, by the way.
Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that's what was in the package.
Let's see what this is. It says Area 51.
Okay.
It says little alien in on it.
Oh.
You asked. Didn't we ask? You asked.
Yeah.
You asked. What? Oh my God. Look at this.
It's a little alien.
It's a little alien. Wow. They only sent one, though. They only sent one.
That's messed up, man.
You jealous?
No, I don't get jealous.
Oh, okay.
I used to have to shower in a community shower with 21 other guys. Like, I don't get jealous.
Huh.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Guess I've
That's
been
a nice
to
package.
Area 51. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, wow. That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Nothing. Empty.
Yeah, I'm going to buy something and mail it to myself, too, and then say somebody sent it to me next time.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. I'm glad you were... I'm glad you just opened that live on the show, and it's not like you opened it days ago and already knew what was inside it. So.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Man,
you're just mad that they only sent one from Area 51.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go storm it myself.
Okay.
So why don't we make like Bob Lazar?
Yeah.
And why don't we get into our spacecraft?
Okay.
Why don't we use Element 115?
I do have a UFO. Yeah.
And why don't we soar on over? Use anti-gravity technology to soar on over to Monday Night Raw.
With these retro sounds.
Hey, we love us some Kiss here on Ringside Renaissance.
Yeah.
And we have flown on over. We have hovered above. We are here in Cincinnati, Ohio for Monday Night Raw. This took place in Cincinnati, Ohio. We had the hometown hero, Logan Paul, come out.
Hey, yo!
He's so bad.
That's how you know his music is coming. Yo, I was in my bird flying by, and I almost went to Cleveland instead.
Oh, my God. It's so forced. Like, his like, trying to get the cheap heat is so forced that, like, it's not getting really much of a reaction.
Who cuts worse of a promo, though? Because Tiffany Stratton, when she talks, anytime she says anything now, I feel like she's reading off a teleprompter or a script.
Yeah,
Nah.
I think almost they're playing into that a little bit. I might be wrong.
Okay.
But because, like, the whole storyline is her not being on Charlotte's level.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's... I could be completely wrong. She could be dog shit, but I wouldn't ever tell Ludwig Kaiser that. But
I hope you're right then.
Yeah. But, yeah, Logan Paul, I think, was just trying to get a lot of cheap heat here, and I think it wasn't getting in the reaction.
Yeah. He just got the reaction he was going to get because who he is, regardless.
Yeah. And I don't need the money. I was rich before I came here. I don't need the fame. I was famous before I came here. I did this for the competition. Okay. Well, you're not competing to win any awards on the mic, Logan Paul. But what did get a reaction was the Second City Saint.
Yeah.
The voice for the voiceless. The Elimination Chamber 2025 winner, CM Punk made
Tell
his
me when I'm
entrance.
telling lies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, don't want a copyright strike. So,
Nope.
yes, CM Punk made his way to the ring, and, bro, he could put over a used Q-tip. Like,
He could sell me a bridge anytime.
Yeah, he could sell me oceanfront property in Ohio because, man, he is just so good with his words. And I don't know, maybe we're like biased because we're big Punk fans, but like,
really,
it just seems like he's really good at selling a match. Like, I don't know anybody else. Him and Drew last year with their feud, but like Drew possibly, but like anybody else on the microphone right now that can just sell a match with their words is just it's off the charts how good he is with it.
People want to hate. I'll say it every day. He's the GOAT. I don't care. It's the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
Logan Paul said something like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. All these guys are legends and they fade away, and just like you will. And CM Punk's like, you are right. I am a legend. I was like, oh boy, there we go. There we go.
Like, I'm not even mad at you. Why are you talking? Why are you being disrespectful to me? I'm not even doing nothing. Like,
oh man,
this is just competition.
And this was a strong point to sell the Elimination Chamber. 2 superstars in it. I think one of them only has a real chance to win. But yeah, I think that I really hope I'm wrong, but it just seems like they're just trying to lean towards Logan Paul and CM Punk at Mania.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, especially with the reports coming out that the script was released and John Cena is winning the Elimination Chamber.
That doesn't make sense for his character, though. Like,
I got an idea.
Okay.
I got a couple ideas, rather.
Yeah. Okay.
Both involve Punk winning at some point. But
neither involves baby
It's not
oil
unbiased. It's not what?
Neither involves baby oil and a broomstick?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll save that for Diddy and The Rock.
Sorry.
So, okay, at the end of the promo, CM Punk says, I'm the devil. I'm Satan. I'm Satan himself.
Yep.
Right? Okay. We see The Rock ask Cody for his soul. Punk wins the Elimination Chamber. GTS to Logan Paul, of course. That's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. Okay. Punk goes to WrestleMania to face Cody. Now, Cody could turn in the end with The Rock, sell his soul, and screw over Punk, and then that starts Cody's whole heel turn and gets the heat he wants and still gets Punk the WrestleMania main event and all that. But imagine if Cody is so conflicted. Maybe Punk called that favor into Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman called that favor, is going to call that favor into The Rock. And maybe Punk, as the devil he is, as Satan himself, may make that choice for Cody a little easier. And he might be the one that sells his soul to The Rock at the end in the main event of WrestleMania and screws over Cody and becomes the Universal Champion.
I have a bold prediction for that. We'll save for the end, but that's pretty good. No, that's really good. I've heard a lot about Punk probably heel turn, if they call it that, but I'm interested
Punk.
to see what happens, but there's so many avenues they could go. I'm still heavily thinking Drew McIntyre.
Okay. Wow.
We'll talk about that at the end. Gunther cut a promo and he had an open challenge, not an open challenge, but he challenged Tozawa.
Yeah, Tozawa was in the back doing a dance.
Yeah, doing a TikTok. And this was a good showing. I think that Tozawa got a little bit too much offense in it, but then, okay. Just don't swipe left live. So
I'm gonna break the audio. I'm gonna break the internet.
Are you?
Yeah.
They're gonna take a break if they see you. But
Tuh.
yeah, Tozawa obviously ends up losing to Gunther. Gunther chokes out Otis as well. Jey Uso comes out with like his drive-by run that he does, and I think
he almost took his time to yeet for 30 seconds to help Tozawa, and Gunther is stealing Drew McIntyre's Claymore now.
Oh,
because he hit the Claymore on Tozawa.
Yeah. I think that match at WrestleMania is gonna heavily surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that match is really gonna. I think they're really gonna turn a lot of heads with that match. Not saying Jey Uso's world title reign is gonna be off the charts or overly impressive, but I think that match itself, I think they kind of got something in store for us that a lot of people aren't expecting.
Right.
Really do.
I agree. And that's good too. I said it's good because it's, at first it was like,
yeah.
But the way Gunther's building it up, it's, yeah.
And then like they had the backstage later on with Jay with A-Town Down Under, and like they're addressing like the whole internet thing about everybody saying that Gunther outclasses him in the ring and that he doesn't have a chance and that you know da. Like they're addressing all of this stuff that people are saying on the internet, and I'm like, man, I think they got something in store for us at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think I like that part. Yeah, and a super kick for you, a super kick for everybody.
Yo, and then Austin Theory yeeted with him. So ridiculous.
He still hasn't turned on Grayson Waller. I missed all their
going to
stuff in NXT and that has happened, but man,
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
He just deals with it.
Lyra Valkyria defeated Dakota Kai for the IC title again.
Oh god,
this was my match of the week. I really, really, really liked this match.
Wasn't my match of the week, but I thought it was good.
This is what was so good about it is the crowd. Okay, unless it's Rhea Ripley, or I would say maybe Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
The crowd just doesn't get into women's matches. Like for the most part, they're kind of quiet. And
I thought the main event was pretty loud, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Well, if you turn your volume up on your TV loud enough, it does sound loud. But
fair enough.
I'm just saying, Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai, like they were getting "This is awesome" chants. Like when's the last time you heard a "This is awesome" chant in a women's match? Like, and they were just doing their moves, selling their stuff. It was just a great, great pro wrestling match. And
both women are beloved by the WWE universe too.
Yeah. And it was just athleticism. I think it was a lot better than their last match they had together. And I think I just think that it just so there was this whole thing on the internet about the women deserve better and like women getting their time cut and stuff. But then we get a great match like this, the Intercontinental title match. And then that doesn't really need a story or a build. It's just two great competitors in the match. And then, like you said, we got the main event, the women's tag team title match that went almost 20 minutes on the TV. Like, and for what they were, two good matches,
Yeah. Lyra Valkyria, though, she has gotten better. She looked very, very great.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I think that she's a future world champion for sure. But as we were talking, there was the women's tag team title match, which was the main event. Naomi and Bianca defend the titles against Liv and Raquel Rodriguez, and I'll let you take it away because I could still see some stains on that shirt from last night.
Oh shit! Damn. Yeah, what a match. Liv Morgan, amazing. And then talking about backstage leading up to it with Finn Balor and Dirty Dom. Carlito's got a bowl full of apples now too. But yeah, no, I the whole Judgment Day thing is kind of stale at this point, right? But I think we're waiting for Dom to kind of turn on. We're waiting for Finn to turn on Dom, rather, and see where that goes. And then the whole thing with Liv and Dom, it seems to be on and off, but it's definitely back on. I'll say that.
Yeah, and then Dom keeps going on about this third member, new member. That's like something that's really confusing me. I don't really.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know. I don't know where they're really going with that.
Who could it be? Like
the Demon.
Yeah.
The Finn Balor Demon. That's the new member.
Right.
I don't know. I really don't know what it.
Let us know in the comments, because I don't even know where to go from that or what to do with that. Like, who?
Is it somebody new they're bringing in? Maybe.
Could be.
Ray Phoenix.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm just being
Penta.
Dumb. It doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know. I just think that this is kind of like
it's just being used
out.
as a thing to start an argument between the two.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of times,
probably.
I think a lot of times, like they're just keeping the Judgment Day together just for an excuse to keep like Liv with Dom
relevant and have that. Yeah,
a reason because Liv took the Judgment Day away from Rhea.
Right.
Whatever, but this is the women's title match. Dom kept interfering in this. I love how people on the internet was throwing a complete fit about Dom interfering and everything. And you do realize this is the WWE, right? Like, this is what
he's
happens.
Loyal. He's loyal.
Yeah. Unlike these hoes out here.
Dom is good. I mess with Dom. Left the one that wasn't doing shit for him. Went with Liv. She's a champion. They make each other better. He makes her win.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Raquel Rodriguez looked good in this match. I think the match overall was okay. I just think that there was kind of just... It wasn't as good as the IC title match, I think.
Okay. I like that, with the false finishes and stuff. Like, I was sure Naomi and Bianca were going to win. Like,
yeah.
I was sure they were going to win. And then we kept getting this and that and back and forth. I don't know. I liked it. It was compelling. Like, the drama was there. False finishes, like I said. Like, she went to hit the Oblivion a bunch of times, couldn't get it. Went to do this KOD a bunch of times, couldn't get it. Threw over the table. Like, it was just swerve after swerve near the end.
Yeah, and I like how right before the match started, they had that little video package of who attacked Jade to remind everybody going into the match that that's still a thing, and they're still working with that.
Right. And it has to be them because they're just too happy-go-lucky. It's like they've forgot about her.
Yes.
And in that previously when they were in the Judgment Day clubhouse, Liv and Raquel were like, well, we don't care what happened to her, but we had nothing to do with it. Pretty much.
If we did it, we would say it or something like that.
Don't quote me, but if we did it, we would say it.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Not that I have much interest, but I'm curious to see where they go with it. But Liv and Raquel did win. They do become your women's tag team champions, which those are kind of just to have titles on somebody at this point, I guess. I feel like when Isla Dawn and Alba Fire had them, they became really relevant, and then Jade and Bianca, because they're two mega stars, it became relevant. But then it's just kind of like when Naomi took over, and this is nothing against Naomi, I feel like they kind of just lost their luster, and they're kind of just there just to have a belt on somebody's shoulder now. And it's going to continue with Liv and Raquel because they're terrible champions.
Oh, well, we haven't even seen nothing yet, so you don't know that. They've just gotten better and better together. They've gotten better and better together. Yeah, well, I've seen enough with them jean shorts.
Yeah, I bet.
I think everybody has. Yeah.
Oh man, the blessings of the internet. So that was Raw. We're leading up to Elimination Chamber. As of right now, there's only.
How about Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes?
Ooh, yes. Let's talk about that. Cody Rhodes did come out.
What I want to talk about?
I think I know what y'all want to talk about.
I helped you get that title. This is my show, even though you're the champion.
And then Cody was like, let's talk
delusional.
about it. You backstabbed the Field when you hit him with a steel chair, and then made me leave the company. So who are you? Like, Cody's showing some fire and some heel in him.
Yeah, don't throw stones if you live inside a glass house.
Oh, tell him, Cody.
Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
Now, if Cody turns heel, are you going to finally have his back and get a Cody shirt? Yeah,
I will.
Yes,
I will. Yes. Yeah.
I sure will.
I have no turn heel. The last person to turn heel during a WrestleMania main event was in 1916 when Stone Cold beat The Rock and was the help from Vince McMahon.
WWE Mark.
Added with the lisp. Add the
I
lisp.
like how it was in 1916.
Yeah.
Yeah,
WrestleMania X7.
This is just throwing more gas in the fire because Seth Rollins says, I want the Cody Rhodes that I helped take down the tyrant Roman Reigns. I want that Cody Rhodes.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of Seth Rollins.
Really?
Oh my God. No, I mean, he's good. He makes me annoyed, so I guess he's playing his part. People love him, though. I hate that they sing it. I hate it.
Yeah. I think he'd be much better as a heel. Yeah, it doesn't. His character just doesn't really resonate with me. I think he'd be better doing heel work. But
he's great, though. I can't take nothing away from him. But he annoys the shit out of me.
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
Now, without further interruptions, we are on our way to the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
It's going to take place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We didn't get enough requests. We said if we got enough requests, Kombat Jones was going to drive up there, but you all didn't.
Yeah, nobody
put
cares.
Enough luster into it. Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yep.
And he's got enough going on in his life right now. We don't need him to be going up to Toronto. But
yeah, I might not come back.
I'm moving to Canada.
I think there's 3 matches. I think only 4 that are announced. I think only 3 that people care about. Maybe in Toronto, if you live there, you do care about it. But to start off, we have the women's tag team match. Tiffany Stratton with Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. So I'm really not a fan of this whatsoever. I don't know why they're doing it other than to have Trish in her hometown have a match. But
yeah, that's is what it is. And I would assume she's going to win.
Yeah, Trish and Tiffany. To
put Tiffany over too. Will we get an appearance from Charlotte? Maybe again. I don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Are we going to get a Stratus faction into the world's most athletic moonsault for the win?
Oh, I would bank on it.
Candice LeRae's there to eat the pin.
Yep.
Yeah. That might be it. You never know. Yeah. I'm going to say my wild card pick for a match they haven't announced yet is Pretty Deadly versus DIY for the tag team titles.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. And Pretty Deadly take them straps home at Elimination Chamber. It hasn't been announced yet, but book it, Trips. Book it, Trips. If that happens, I'm getting a hat.
Okay.
A Jestradamus hat. Yeah.
Yes. As you should.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Next up, we have the unsanctioned match, which how is it a match? Is it a match if it's unsanctioned? But we have Kevin Owens, your boy, the Canadian Nightmare, against Sami Zayn, the underdog from the underground. Might steal the show, this one here.
I hope it does. Well,
I really do too.
To a certain extent, yeah. Of course, like I said last show, it's a shame that it couldn't be in Montreal. But, man, I don't even know who to pick, honestly. Like, I can see it going both ways.
Just like us.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. All the way up. I want to pick Kevin Owens because I feel like if he puts Sammy down now too, then that will lead to him and Randy Orton. I was going to say Crandy Orton. Crandy Orton. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton after that. But either way, I feel like it leads to that. So Sammy could go over because it'd probably make him look good at this point after getting pile drived. But then do we want Kevin Owens losing again twice in a row? I guess it'll just make him more disgruntled. But how much more disgruntled can he be?
Boy, yeah, that's true.
Like, who else is he going to go after now that has any relevancy? Like, he did it to Cody, he lost to Cody. Now he's going after Sammy. Who's he going to go after that then? Like, there's nobody left to take. It's almost like he has to gain some more momentum now at this point.
Do you think that he's going to take out Kevin Owens, or Kevin Owens is going to take out Sami Zayn, and the match is going to be stopped, and he's going to keep on with his assault or whatever, and then you're going to hear Randy Orton's music come out, and then that's his return to come
I
up
hear
Sammy.
voices in my head, they're calling me, on the side, they talk to me.
Hit it.
They talk to me. Yeah, I think so. That's a good one. I like it.
I think so too. I think that's kind of it needs to be Orton and Kevin Owens at Mania, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, what the hell?
It'd be a good return for Orton too.
Yeah. Oh, imagine the pop.
Because he returned at Elimination Chamber the last time. That was his match. Or no. It was Survivor Series War Games. Shit.
Yeah.
Same thing though. They were inside a cage. They were inside a damn cage.
They were in a same thing though.
Close. They were inside something. Yeah.
I really think that Orton's time to come back. I think that's what they've been leading to. I mean, what would the packet or the pile driver to Randy Orton even mean if they don't come back and have a match at Mania?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds good to me. So we're both on Kevin Owen right now?
Yeah. KO. KO.
So then we have the Elimination Chamber. First, the Women's Elimination Chamber. It will be, let's see if I remember these.
Yep.
Roxanne Perez, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. Ooh. That's a tough one.
How many women can actually have a legitimate shot at winning this out of those 6?
I only see 2, to be honest with you.
Okay.
To go against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, I only see...
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan are the only 2.
Okay.
And I don't want it to be Liv Morgan. And I think Liv Morgan winning the tag titles on Raw kind of sets it up that she's not going to win the Chamber. Because I think Bianca's going to win, and I think that they couldn't have the tag titles on her if she was going to go to Mania to face Rhea Ripley.
That's true. And I can see that. And then I don't know how that will play in with Jade, if it even ends up ever happening at this point, and Jade ever comes back, or that story ever gets told, which obviously it seems like they are going to tell it. But it's been a while, right? And all their backstage alleged drama. Who knows? How does Jade play in with that? Bianca's going to turn heel then, right? To go up against Rhea? Or is it just going to be a friendly, like a respectful fight? I don't like that. I don't.
Well, you never know.
I
She
want
could
the
turn
drama.
heel, but I think it's going to come out that Naomi was the one that attacked Jade, and they're going to set up Jade and Naomi at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then maybe Bianca and Rhea.
We could get a tag match before that, maybe.
Yeah, because Bianca could come out as she's part of it.
Right.
And then have both of them be heels. So it could be like Rhea and Jade against Bianca and Naomi. Leading up to
Mania. That's what I was thinking. If Bianca wins, then I guess that's how I would like to see it happen and play out.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
And then I could see like Bayley against Roxanne at WrestleMania. We're talking about a lot of women's matches at WrestleMania here, because I can also see like Liv Morgan and Raquel against like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the tag titles.
I could see Roxanne Perez winning because they put her over so much in the Royal Rumble. If they're really trying to like push her to the top, this would be the time.
Would you really want to see Roxanne against Rhea at Mania?
Rhea. That's the problem. I don't know how like Roxanne, I guess, is still she's heel Roxanne still.
Yeah.
She definitely is.
She's got the respect from the crowd, but she is heel,
Yeah. So she could make it work versus Rhea. I mean, it's something we haven't seen, so we don't know what kind of story they can build with that or do with that. And as far as Liv, I would like Liv to win because I'm a Liv fan. I have slipped into oblivion, but I really don't care to see Liv and Rhea again at WrestleMania, as much as I love her.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair here. I think that's just the smart choice.
And what about Alexa Bliss? A lot of people what we haven't seen anything with the Wyatt Six now or heard anything with them. Nothing.
Thank God.
Nothing. So have they completely scrapped them? Or is it true of what the people are saying is that, oh no, Alexa Bliss is still she's part of the Wyatt Six and Nikki Cross is going to come out and help her? What if Nikki Cross comes out and helps her win the Elimination Chamber? The Wyatts come out and they do all them women in. I don't. People are saying Alexa Bliss to win, but I don't.
Nah, I don't see that. She's
just good
back,
and she's gonna face Rhea. It's be the same thing as
yeah,
And
then I could could you imagine how the Wyatt Six has been around for almost a year and they haven't even gotten a PLE match, and Alexa Bliss gets a main event at Mania,
and she has to be helped to win by the Wyatts to go against Rhea, who was the babyface.
Yeah,
good
don't
girl.
like it.
Good girl gone bad. Bad girl gone good.
Yeah, Bianca Belair is going to win this. That's my choice. There's no other reason to drop the tag titles off them.
You've convinced me. I mean, I would like to see Roxanne Perez win to be put over because I like her, because she is the prodigy. But I can't argue with what you're saying as far as Bianca Belair winning. Makes sense.
Yeah, personally, I'd like to see Bayley win because you know how I'm a big Bayley fan.
Right.
And I think that her and Rhea would have a great match, but Bianca and Rhea would... Yeah. That's potential to tear the house down.
Yeah.
Bianca and Rhea. And they don't have to... Every other person, besides maybe Bayley, that's in this match, they would have to do an injury angle with Rhea going into Mania to make it believable. And I'm tired
can lift
of
each
injury angles.
Exactly. They can lift each other over their head without a problem.
It would just be like
them women
toe to toe.
They stacked.
It wouldn't be like Liv against Rhea where they had to injure her arm, then injure her leg, then injure
or need help. Or interference or a chair or Dom or this or that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And then with Bianca turning heel, which is what we've all wanted for a long time now again, she just gets better and better. She just looks better and better. Love me some Bianca Belair.
So who you picking?
I'm going with Bianca now too.
Oh man, we're 3 for 3 right now, bro.
I'm riding with you. You got my back. I got yours.
We might
fall back down. You're going back over there.
Shout out Ben Baker. So yeah, so yeah, so the men's elimination chamber match, we might differ here. Let's see what happens, but we have John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damien Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins. I only see 3 potential winners here. And I'm just going to say this, and I want to hear your thoughts, but John Cena, Punk, and McIntyre are the only 3 that I think stand a chance. I don't think Rollins does.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think Rollins is there. I just don't feel it.
I think there could be a potential swerve with Logan Paul, but I really hope not.
No, me too.
Especially after the big swerve we had of Jay winning. Like, I don't know if they'd pull another one on us like that, because to have your 2 main events, Jay and Gunther, and then Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes.
Nah.
I don't think the crowd. Nah. Logan's not going to be able to hold it on hold it up to that point. No. I don't care how big of a social media megastar he is. Like, he's just not on that level. Like Punk said, like, nobody's going to remember you.
Agreed. Seth Rollins, I still think it's going to be him and Roman, especially because Roman's not in the Elimination Chamber. I think it's got to be Seth and Roman at WrestleMania because of the curb stomp after the Rumble. And
yes.
Like, what was all that for? Like,
that's what I want. Yeah.
So it's got to be Roman and Seth at Mania. Damien Priest, do you think? Gotta love him, but
he ain't got no chance.
Yeah, and
he ain't got no chance.
Damien Priest has kind of gotten over with me last summer when he was the champion. But
you want to see Damien Priest versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the main event of night 2?
Not happening.
You want to see a South of Heaven?
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Which would be Earth, right? That doesn't make sense. South of Heaven is just Earth.
Well, you should ask Slayer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You should ask Slayer.
Yeah, okay.
They'll explain it to you. They wrote the song.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm sure they got tons of meaning behind their songs. But so now we're down to Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk. Now I'm going to eliminate John Cena because his whole story in this last year is him trying to climb his way back onto the top.
Right.
And what better way would you all right?
Yeah, it's just funny. I just think of Rock Hard Rod every time I think of John Cena.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But him trying to climb his way back onto the top, and that's the story. And what kind of story would they tell if he got back on top 4 months into his final year? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so I agree.
I don't think John Cena is going to win this match. I think
who eliminates him? Drew.
Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan. Okay.
And I think Logan Paul and John Cena at Mania makes sense.
Oh. Logan Paul and John Cena at Mania.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just makes sense to me. Now we're down to, if you're riding along with me here, now we're down to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going to say this because of time factor. Okay. This is my fantasy booking. Okay. CM Punk's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes is going to sell his soul to The Rock.
Yes.
They're going to go to WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes is going to have The Rock in his corner. Yep. Because remember Punk talking about the pressure of being the champion, and it gets to you and it weighs on you, and that's going to overwhelm Cody, and he's going to have The Rock in his corner. Now CM Punk cashes in his favor and has Roman to have his back at Mania against Cody and The Rock. And CM Punk's going to win the title.
CM Punk's going to win? He's gonna win the title at WrestleMania?
Main event, baby. Main event.
Oh my god. Life is so good right now. I don't know how it could get any better. Things are so great in every type of way. Like I've never been better in my life right now.
I bet.
And
Okay.
and that would just blow the roof off. Like
I love how I say it's
I'll
fantasy.
burn everything I have to the ground.
It's fantasy booking, but as soon as I say Punk wins at Mania, you're like, yeah, like you saw it actually happen. But that's I'm just gonna go with that.
Into existence and be
right.
positive.
I'm just gonna go with that. That sounds like it makes the most sense to me. I'm gonna say that Punk wins. I don't know if it's gonna play out exactly like that, but Punk wins the Elimination Chamber, goes to WrestleMania. And my WrestleMania prediction might change after, but I'm going to say Punk wins the Elimination Chamber.
Okay. I agree. I think Punk's winning the Elimination Chamber. Logan Paul is getting to go to sleep. I don't really care besides that. I just want Punk to win. I'm with how things are, I just expect the worst, and I think I think Punk's going to go
expect the worst,
Yeah, I live to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And
that's most women I've been with.
Yeah.
My wife is just
But yeah, so I think Punk will go to WrestleMania, and I think Cody will sell a soul, and that will lead to Punk losing because Cody sells a soul, and it'll kind of backfire on Punk, maybe. Like you said, talking to him and all that. But I love your idea more though.
Because what's the favorite?
But yeah, that's true. What's the favorite at that point then? But I just don't want to set myself up for disappointment,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could you imagine night 1 it being Roman against Seth, and then night 2 it's Punk against Cody? They're fighting. The Rock comes out. I'm the final boss. Ba 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 ba. All this shit. Then, rum-ba-bum. And you see Punk just give that sideways smile, and he and they don't even have to like talk about it being the favor. Everybody will know that's what the favor was.
Right. Woo! Jester Dom is back at it again,
laying it down. So what do you all think is going to happen in Elimination Chamber? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to hit like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Tell your enemies about us. We'd like to entertain them as well.
Yes. We need we need everything we can get. Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Got some huge announcements coming up soon. Pretty excited about it. And
I mean, we got some we might be locked in.
Potentially.
We might be locked in for WrestleMania.
Potentially we're up to something. Yeah.
I might say something. I might know a guy that knows the guy that knows the guy. You might see some Netflix. You might see some Netflix stuff going on. And I'm not talking about WWE. I'm just saying Netflix. Mm-hmm. Netflix stars around Ringside Renaissance.
That's right. We just go for the high stars, bro. Netflix stars. Yeah. We take out the trash with all those other podcasts. Yes.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, stick around. Should be a great time. I cannot
wait. We talk
wait.
Trash. We like talking trash. Yeah,
That's
if you know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out. Big shout out. Can't wait to see that come into fruition. Shout out to my co-host, Kombat Jones, the best co-host, the best leader in a podcast of all time. You don't see what Kombat Jones does behind the scenes, but when you do see it, if you do ever see it, it's amazing what he does. Shout out to you, man. All love. Appreciate everything you do for us.
Nothing but love. I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah, you needed them right now.
And the affirmation, it goes both ways. I show you love, you show me love,
But we've never loved each other. It's
no.
Well, a common misconception on the internet that I want to clear up. I either hear that we look like we're brothers or we look like we're lovers. So just want to say
it's a little bit of both. Maybe we're related somehow too.
Brother love. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. We appreciate everybody following along. Elimination Chamber is finally here. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. The build-up has been pretty good, and we can't wait to we're on the final stretch now after this to WrestleMania. And It's cool. And we thank everybody for, we can't wait, man. And we thank everybody for riding along. As you're watching this now, check it out in a couple days on Friday. The other video is dropping, our worst WrestleMania moments of all time with Sam's on wrestling. And it's a doozy. Yeah. So that'll lead you right into the Elimination Chamber. And we will be back after that to break it all down and talk about the Elimination Chamber. Hell, you might even see a pre-show from Ringside Renaissance for the Elimination Chamber. We'll see how it's going. We'll play it by ear. Who knows? That's all I can say.
Like the leaving guessing.
I can't make no promises, I guess, at this point. But I'll just hope for the best and stay positive, you know?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. What else are you going to do? I'm going to have to call in my favorite, Paul Heyman. Jesus. So thanks, everybody, for joining along. That's the best co-host in the world. He does so much, too. All the love. Pretty, deadly, Jesse. Chip. And I'm Andrew. Kombat Joe. Don't you ever play around with me. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.